Hello, everyone. I want to begin discussing the Carl Rogers assignment. The first thing I want to talk about is the reading, the article, Carl Rogers, written by Carl Rogers. In the reading, during the first section, I was immediately drawn to the idea that the core conditions, I stated they were necessary and also sufficient. Necessary meaning that they were needed, and sufficient meaning that it was adequate or enough for change. It discussed how the therapist must have an integrated relationship and have an unconditional positive reward with their client. I like to think of this idea as building a positive, hoping relationship with your client. There were 6 conditions that were mentioned in the reading, and we also kind of touched on those in class. And they were seen, and we've also read and we've heard about them before in one aspect or another. In order for positive change to occur, the therapist or the counselor must be empathetic throughout the entire counseling session or the counseling process. If your client perceives you as being genuine and also being real with them, it allows them to open up to you and be more comfortable about expressing their feelings and their issues, so that you and them can work through those problems, and it'll help them reach their goals and take ownership of reaching those goals as well. As I think and talk about the video or the Gloria tapes, when Gloria first came into the room, she seemed a bit nervous, but Carl Rogers, in the beginning, he did a great job, and throughout the counseling session, he did a great job of being congruent and also being very genuine and real with Gloria. In the beginning, he presented, a very genuine personality and appearance. He had a lot of great nonverbal cues that signaled to Gloria that he understood and that he was very empathetic about the situation. One of the core conditions of the person-centered counseling is that you appear genuine and that you appear real with the client, so that in turn they can become real with themselves. In building a positive helping relationship with your client, you also have to be empathetic. Empathy was expressed in the video, or showed in the video, and it was also mentioned as one of the 6 core conditions, which is another building or foundational block for core conditions. Throughout the session, Rogers was very reassuring to Gloria about her situation. In the beginning, she was really adamant about coming up with a solution to her problem. I kind of call it, she wanted a quick fix to her problem. But throughout this session, Carl Rogers did a great job of facilitating and helping Gloria realize that she would ultimately have the answer to her problem. The core conditions, I believe, are definitely sufficient in having the foundation for a therapeutic relationship. The person-centered theory poses as a great theory that I want to use to help my clients become their greatest helpers. As I continue with my classes and my counselor and training sessions, I will continue to use my strong points of being empathetic and being genuine and real with my people and clients that I may come into contact with. I think this will help me be able to self-actualize and also help me have self-awareness of my strengths as well as my differences. Most of the core conditions, I feel like they kind of come natural to most of us, and that's why we're in this helping relationship, because we have a genuine heart, and we want to see the best in people and want to help them as best as we can. And again, I think that practicing these core conditions, again, like it stated in the article, will be adequate enough to help our clients and us change.